Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's a cloudy, overcast day. Feels like rain, but not supposed to rain today. It's supposed to come tomorrow. Well, I talked to somebody that lives south of me, a couple of counties, I guess, and they had 6 tenths of rain overnight. So there was rain in the area. We just missed it, which is it's fine. On that note, we're going to head up to our irrigated field and get our rain fired up, our 360 rain irrigation machine. It's not super dry right now, but it's not wet anymore. However, they're calling for rain tomorrow, so what I want to do is start it up and run it to its home point. I'm not actually going to keep it running. I just want to get it from where it's at back to home, so that after this rain comes and we need to start it up again, it's where I want it. So I don't actually have to come up here to start this 360 rain. It can all be done from my phone here. However, here. So on this this panel that encloses our VFD, we have a fan. The fan is there to circulate air and keep it from overheating, because when we first started, it was overheating. And that fan is controlled via a breaker on our breaker panel over here. So I have to come up here and turn that on, like that. Now what I need to do, and haven't, is to move the power from going directly to that breaker over into this panel into one of the relays, so that it triggers and turns on with the rain machine when it turns on that, and then that'll turn on the fan, and then I don't have to come up here at all. But anyway, now that's running, so I'm going to pull up my app here and start it. So our riser is straight out from here. The machine is clear back in the corner over there by that clump of trees, way over there. So I pulled up the app. It's actually running right now, charging the battery. It does that. If it senses the voltage getting low, it starts up and runs and charges itself up, which is fine, but it's been doing that for a week and a half now, rather unnecessarily. But it's fine. So we're going to hit run and hit confirm. And now instead of charging, it just says running. It should fire up our well here, which we probably won't even notice. But we'll just watch this and see what it does. Building pressure, there goes the well. Yep, got a little water come out there. Might take it a second. Okay, so now we've got pressure, shows right there, 8.4, 8.3. Now it should, yep, right there it's moving. 7.78 inches per second. So now it's doing that. Now it will continue to follow and try and finish the field from where it was, basically these remaining passes here, if I let it just keep going. But what I really want is for it to just come back to its home point here. Basically everything that it has left on that end of the field, this triangle here, is more or less heavier river bottom ground. It's not the sand that we have right here. And so what I'm trying to do is get it back to its home point, so that after this rain that's coming tomorrow, then it's going to get super hot. We're going to be in the high 80s, low 90s for almost a week after that. And depending on how much rain we get on tomorrow, on Wednesday, we may need to run this thing as hard as we can to try and get some water on, just to help mitigate the heat stress as much as possible. Now, we're not going to cool the canopy down and stuff, because we're not putting water on the canopy, but just having water available for those plants to bring up, because the hotter it gets, the more water that the plants are going to use and need to have available to them. So again, depending on the rainfall, we need to supplement that a little bit. So, but we need to start on the sandy areas, which are up here. So if we can get it back to home and then work the north side of the field off, and then start working back to the south as it starts heating up and getting hot out here, that's best case scenario for protecting our yield. Plus, I can start getting some nitrogen on, maybe some sulfur, whatever nutrients that we think we need to put on. We'll start getting that set up here as we're getting ready to turn it back on I don't know when. Maybe it's Thursday if it doesn't rain tomorrow. Maybe it's Friday if it just get a little bit. Maybe it's over the weekend if we get, you know, a fair bit of rain. But yeah, we need it to come back to its home point. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to water. It's going to water this line in, and then it's going to water the backbone right back to where the riser is. You can see this corn is growing. We've already made it over my knee in height, so that is good. Let's see if we can growth stage it. So our bottom leaf here, remember I told you the bottom leaf always has a rounded tip? Well, it has dried up. It's not here anymore. Or, I mean, it's there, but you can't, it'd be hard to count. Our stems are getting some thickness to them, but 1, 2, leaf 2 is almost to that point where it's going to start drying up. 3, 4, here's the 5th leaf. Here we're 6 and 7. We have 7 leaf collars. So this is V7 corn and growing quickly. Looks pretty good. I would love to start getting some nutrients on here. Start putting some more nitrogen, sulfur, some zinc, maybe some boron out here and let this stuff take off. We are going to test our corn's flexibility later this summer with the rain machine. This hybrid that we planted on this end of the field is Golden Harvest 14B32. It's 114-day corn, which is very full season for us. Has tremendous yield potential, which is why I planted it, and it's full season so I can take advantage of the rain longer. Gives me a longer grain fill period. We got it planted early, so that is good. However, it is a monster plant. This corn will be extremely tall, and well, it's got to go under the rain machine. Now it should. We didn't have any trouble last year, and the hybrids we had up here last year were pretty tall too, so I think we'll be fine. But it's gonna be interesting to watch as this corn keeps growing. Well, we can hear something vibrating a little bit. You know the well's on. So there's our well pump down there. It comes up to this T. We have a pressure relief in case we have too much pressure. Come out of there with 4-inch galvanized. We put another T in, reduced down to 3-inch, so that if I ever want to hook up a hose to fill our spray tender or anything like that, it can be done right there. A couple of big ball valves, and then we go to 6-inch flanged fitting, or yeah, I think that's what they call this. And this first piece is a check valve here. So we're in here, there's a flap that closes and does not allow water to go backwards. We have a drain here. This is air relief for when there's no pressure on it. This little ball drops down, lets air in, which lets this drain out. This is a check valve as well that opens up under no pressure, lets the water drain out of there. Over here, we have our injection valve. This is where we would inject fertilizer into the line. It is after the check valve. So it puts it in after the check valve so that no fertilizer water can go backwards and drain down into the well or even out here. It has to go through the pipe out to the machine. We've got a pressure sensor right here that doesn't always work, or doesn't really work at all. I need to figure out why. I don't know if I got a wiring mistake or what, but, and then we've got a cap here that we used to hook airline to. I could put a manual pressure gauge in there, probably should, and then our Z-pipe goes underground out to our riser and another one coming up on the other end. So that's our setup here. Works pretty good. All right. Now, I have a big old run to make to pick up some boxes. Along my way to pick up these boxes, I'm stopping at another dealer's plot for an agronomy training for an hour or two. And then we got 2 stops to pick up. One's got some pallets and a pallet of corn. The other one has a bunch of empty boxes and a couple of pallets. So this trip's going to take a while. It's going to be middle of the afternoon or so before we get back. But it is what it is. Well, I'm up here near Manchester, Michigan. We were looking at some plots. There's a bean plot out here. Corn plot over there on the other side. A bunch of people here. We had to kind of just, you know, back the trailer into the field, find somewhere to park it. But yeah, learning about some of the new varieties and just a little agronomy refresher. I'll show you guys some stuff maybe sometime when we get a chance to walk some fields. But the heat has arrived. It's warm, sunny, hot out here. It's about lunchtime, so I think we're all going to go grab some lunch as a group, and then I'm going to go make a couple stops, pick up some boxes, pallets, corn, and we'll head for home. Made it home with our boxes. Got a truck here waiting for me. He wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, so when he called me last night and said he could come this afternoon, I'm like, well, that's fine, but I already had this trip planned, so I knew he was going to be here. We'll get him loaded up, and then he'll probably be back in the morning. Look, all the boxes in that corner are gone. I only took 2 from the other side of the warehouse, but hey, it's a start. Now we get to unload the trailer. Stuff we picked up today, and I had reorganized some over here, so I got a little room there. But he's coming back tomorrow, I think twice tomorrow, so we'll get 2 more full loads out of here. And then by the end of the week, we have to get all the corn returns and stuff scheduled, so we'll be able to tell them to come and pick up that stuff. And hopefully, within a couple of weeks, we got the majority of the stuff out of here. Oh boy, the boys got the new sawmill out. How's it work, Rylan? Already had to fix it. Oh man.
There's a little thing up in there that squeezes the hose. It doesn't squeeze out of the way. Grandpa had to go to the hardware store and get a valve.
Get a valve. Yep. Nice. Brock came today, got our 7520 all serviced and gone through. Got the mower hooked up, took the loader off. So that's all good to go. Cool. The boys have been here helping all day. Ed's cutting up he has some old, I guess they would be called cants, but they were like 6x8s or 8x8s that he's decided he doesn't need, so he's cutting them up into smaller boards. So, oh, Rylan's got our gator up in the air. What are we doing here? Service work. Got 4 jack stands. Nice. Is it stable? I don't know. Oh, that one's all bent. Not bad. Good work. Did you change the tires? No, not yet. We didn't need to take the tires off. You are filthy, Brayson. Look at your shirt. Look how dirty it is. My goodness. No, that's a bad idea. Oh.
Because I've been working.
Good. I'm glad you've been working. Helping Grandpa. Rylan's going to take it down for us.
Will we already?
We got to let Rylan take the gator down. That's what I was going to do tonight. Good? Nope, go up some more. How do you go sideways? You pull one back and the other one forward. Like that.
Oh yeah, I get it. So, Dad, I get it. So this one, Dad, I get it.
Okay, Rylan.
This one makes you go this way. And then this one makes you go this way.
Nope, other way around. You want me to get them?
No.
Your blue one's loose. They're both loose. Uh-oh. Just pull it out of the way. Get the blue one. Okay. Get back and let it down. Good job. You gonna do the front now?
Yep.
All right. Good work. Now you got to put your stuff away. All right, we got to run up to the irrigated field and turn the fan off on that VFD enclosure, and then we're going home. Short video for you guys today. It made it home. I should walk out there and hit the battery disconnect so that it doesn't run just to charge the battery. But if it doesn't rain tomorrow, we're going to be starting it right up on Thursday, so we'll call it good enough. we'll see what tomorrow brings weather-wise. If it's decent out, we may try and...
This coupon,
I don't know.
it says
Okay,
buy
just a
one,
minute.
get two free.
We should do some spraying. Maybe get the sprayer to Berkey. I don't know if we'll have time for that tomorrow, especially with the threat of rain. We probably won't do that because we won't have time. We could get a corn planter out and start cleaning that up. We need to get up here and get our fertilizer injection pump and stuff installed. I decided to keep running the same injection pump that we have been running last year and that we took off of our Cadman system until it starts giving me trouble, and then we're going to upgrade. But we'll use what we got for now. So anyway, thanks for watching tonight. Everybody tell them goodbye.
Bye.
See you in the morning.